Hey bros, what's going on? This is confined. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Here's an artist's depiction of what the arsonist might look like. Anyone with information regarding the suspect should contact Quahog Police immediately.
Well, hello everybody and welcome to West Tennessee in the summer. It has been raining all week. It has cleared off a little bit, but it's supposed to rain again. It's about 85 degrees and about 99% humidity. So, yeah, that's the South for you. Good news is I have an order for some more of my baby Bismuth skulls. A regular of mine, name of Dan, may have heard of him. And he's wanting some more of these little baby Bismuth skulls. I only have 4 or 5 made up, so I'm going to make up some more real quick. He's talking about ordering several. My bismuth is coming in. That right there is 10 pounds of bismuth, and on eBay it was $81, I believe. May have been a bit more, but there we go. As you can tell, when bismuth cools or solidifies, it forms these crystalline structures. This is why these crystals, these large crystals, is why bismuth is one of 4 metals that actually expand when they solidify. Most metals contract. You'll look on the back of most of my skulls. This one's aluminum. You see this dip? That's called shrinkage, because when the metal solidifies, it gets smaller. But bismuth is kind of like water. When it freezes or solidifies, it expands because of the crystalline structure. The only other ones that I know that do this are silicone, gallium, antimony, and germanium. I've read that gray cast iron will also expand, but I have no personal knowledge. I have never cast iron, so I can only tell you what Wikipedia tells me, right? Anyway, what we're going to do today is we're going to make some more of these little skulls real quick, and we'll go ahead and get some bismuth and then get it started melting. Alright, see the bismuth skull? And the tin skull. Okay, here we go. This one comes up to a point. Can you see that? Comes up to a point. And this one has a dip. Because tin contracts, this expands. Makes it easy to tell them apart. I don't know how easy it is on that video, but when you're holding your hand, you can tell a dip from a bump pretty easy. I generally do not stamp bismuth. Here's some antimony bronze. I tried to stamp it and it broke it slap in half, and that's had this bismuth back on it, and as you can tell, it just snaps it. It's brittle because of the crystalline structure. Got that melting. I then wanted to tell you about some more about this, the thermoplastic. When I ordered stainless steel shot for my tumbler, it comes in little tubs like this, and I thought that was pretty good size, you know, for my big skulls. And I needed some kind of form so that I could stamp all my skulls, semi-permanent type deal. So I used my thermoplastic to form this just like that, so I can stamp all my skulls, and I can reuse it over and over again. But the first time I did it, the thermoplastic, in the video, I believe it was titled How to Stamp Oddly Shaped Pores. I think maybe 20 people have watched it. But regardless, in that video I had problems taking this off my pour. I had to heat it up again in hot water, which means I couldn't reuse the mold or this form. What I have found is that if you take petroleum jelly and a Q-tip and just a touch, just a little bitty bit of Vaseline or petroleum jelly, and you take a skull, this one is one of my aluminum skulls, and you just cover the skull in the slightest, tiniest, thinnest amount of petroleum jelly that you can put on there. And I always pick a skull that doesn't have any defects, that is absolutely perfect. That way you don't have any, like this one has bubbles and stuff, you'd get the petroleum jelly in and have problems trying to clean it out. This is not that way. This one's perfect. So this is the one I use for my mold making. And you can just clean that off after you get done with it, and you only have to do it once. And the reason you do it is it keeps it from sticking. It does not stick to the skull, and you can make your mold and then clean this, and you don't have a problem, and you have a perfect mold. So we'll be back at you when the bismuth gets melted and we get ready to pour up some of these little small skulls. We will see you in a minute. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing again and expecting a different result. But in honor of Kellanell and his nickname of Mr. Pringles, I just had to pick these up. I got $10 invested, and if I'm right, they're selling for about $12.99. I'm going to put mine up for sale, same as chicken and waffles, with $9.99 plus shipping. So we'll see if we can sell any. I sure hope so, because I hate pickles. The tumbler cleaned off the, I'd say, 98% of the gold coloration in this tin clown here. We'll just speed this up and slap in some kind of music, because Ian always likes the music. So we'll pop in some music, put this on about 8 times speed, and we'll get back at you.
Talking about grassroots, built up from the bottom, planted by our mothers and when grown by our fathers. If we take our time, we can do it right. Weed out all the problems. Talking about grassroots, and that's what makes us stronger. mine came by today. Ain't seen him in 10 years. Whiskey bottle in his hand, his eyes held back with tears. He told me, I know you don't know what I'm going through, but if you help me out this one time, friend, I'll do anything for you. I told him that grassroots, we started at the bottom. I'll do anything for you, my friend, no matter what the problem. I'll shine a light down on your path when no one else will follow. Started at grassroots, and that's what makes us stronger. Talking about grassroots, built up from the bottom, planted by our mothers and when grown by our fathers. If we take our time, we can do it right. Weed out all the problems. Talking about grassroots, and that's what makes us stronger. Talking about grassroots, and that's what makes us stronger.
Alright, well that got us 14 little baby Bismuth skulls. And that should be enough to cover this order. And we'll be back at you to finish the coin skull, which we still haven't finished. It's been in that tumbler there for about 3-4 days, maybe 5 days. Honestly, I was hoping to get a different color metal to go with it, something that would be more contrasting. Honestly, I can't think of anything. It has to be a low temperature, easy flowing metal. Copper would be great as far as looks, but copper wouldn't flow the way I need it to flow to make this piece. So we're going to use tin since I can't come up with anything better. And we're going to get that going right now, and we'll be back at it.
Speed.
That famous day in history, the men of the 7th Cavalry went riding on. And from the rear a voice was heard, a brave young man with a trembling word ran loud and clear.
What am I doing here? Please, Mr. Custer, I don't want to go. Hey, Mr. Custer, please don't make me go. I had a dream last night about the coming fight. Somebody yelled attack, and there I stood with the arrow in my back. Please, Mr. Custer, I don't want to go. No. Look at them bushes out there. They moving. There's the engine behind every one. Hey, Mr. Custer, you mind if I be excused the rest of the afternoon? Hey, Charlie, duck your head. Oh, you're a little bit late on that one, Charlie. Whew, I bet that's smarts.
They were sure of victory, the men of the 7th Cavalry, as they rode on. But again from the rear a voice was heard, that same great voice with a trembling word ran loud and clear.
What am I doing here? Please, Mr. Custer, I don't want to go. Listen, Mr. Custer, please don't make me go. There's a redskin waiting out there, fixing to take my hair. A coward I've been called, Mr. Custer. I don't want to go. No. I wonder what the Indian word for friend is. Say friend. Kemosabe, that's it. Kemosabe! Hey out there, Kemosabe! No, that isn't it. Look at him out there, running around like a bunch of wild Indians. Oh, this ain't no time for joking.
See that? There was water in that little dimple where the, like that, it had collapsed and left some fissures, and there was water in that one. And that's why it popped and bubbled, and, well, we'll find out what it looks like when we get through with it, I reckon. But that's not a good sign. As you can tell, it messed up the back, so we're going to have to cut that down and polish it. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Move this out of the way. Oh, that's warm. Let's set that down for a minute. Yeah, that's not going to work at all. That's not going to work. That's no good. No good. Alright, so we're going to take that out. We're going to redo that. We saved our skull. And we're just going to have to try again next time. I'm dripping wet. Like I said, it's summertime in Tennessee. And it's 85 degrees and 95% humidity. So we'll be back at you when we get ready to try this one more time. We're going to let it dry out real good. And it'll be on the next show. Y'all be good.